Right, well, since it's a sunny day outside, you have to excuse the big shadow here. I'm going to use this chance to have a look at a new locomotive which has just arrived in the post from Heljan's. Well, it doesn't say it on the box, but I obviously know it's from Heljan's. And you have to excuse this blue felted pen here because I have blanked the address out. And as you can see, I haven't even opened this yet. Oh, not the tripod there, sorry about that. I haven't even seen this style parcel before, so it'll be interesting. And this is going to be a special video for 228 subscribers. So, yeah. This is going to be a special review for 228 subscribers, like I said. So, and this is going to be off a special locomotive, which you'll soon get to see. So, let's get it open and see what it's like. Right, first, we've got to open this up. And so instead of wasting time with scissors, I'm going to use a Stanley knife. So be careful, kids. Get someone older to help you with this. Right, so how do I actually open this up? Well, I can't obviously open it from there, or from under there. I could try. Oh, here we go. Problem solved. Bingo. How easy was that? Yes, I was right. It's from Heljan's. So, we gently take this out. Turn it up like that. And the parcel can just be moved. Right, oh hang on. Yeah, I can just pull this. Pretty simple. Yeah, that's just a little thing you get. And here we have a catalogue from Heljan's, as you can see, which basically tells you all the products in there. Basically, if you want to order something, then this will help you if you're looking through it, and it gives you ideas on what to buy. Pretty much like the Hornby and Batten catalogues. But anyway, I won't go into too much in that. And as you can see, here's the locomotive. And as you can see, it's by Heljan. No prices for getting that, because it's a blue box. Red stripe in the corner and the Heljan logo printed in the corner. But what is it? Well, you have to find that out. Now I'm toying with you. You know what it is, it's in the title of the video. This is the British Rail Class 28 Metropolitan Vickers CoBo, or Metrovic, which it's a shorter term for Metropolitan Vickers, by the way. And this particular one is D5705, BR green with small yellow warning panels, and this is actually the preserved one. This is a model of the sole surviving Class 28 CoBo that's out there. It's still being restored. I do believe that it's being helped, the restoration is being helped by the Class 15 Preservation Society. But at least it's good that at least one CoBo has been preserved, which we have to thank for, well, it was actually preserved by historical accident. I think it was being used, well, it was being used to something to do with test trains or something like that, and was preserved in 1980. So if it hadn't been for that, this wouldn't be around to this day, even though it's still being restored. So yeah, but it's good to at least one's been preserved. I suppose if none had been preserved, there might have been a new build one, but I don't know. Anyway, let's get this open. As you can see, this is a big box. Doesn't quite all fit into the shop, but who cares? So, here we go. Right. So that goes to one side. And so we have some instructions. So as you can see, it's the typical glossy paper. Ugh. I hate the glossy paper. And as you can see, there's the Hatton's logo, because these CoBos from Hatton's are actually limited editions. All of them. Because they do several ones. They do pristine models and weathered ones, which the weathered ones are more expensive. They do at least a couple in this livery. The BR blue. Well, there's a BR blue one. There's a couple in BR green with the yellow warning panels. There's a BR green one with 4 yellow warning panels. And there's a BR green one with 4 brown warning panels. With brown front, should I say. So, and as you can see, this is some information on the actual model, including about the run it in, which they recommend you run it in 30 minutes in this direction. And there's a picture of the CoBo itself. And then turn to the back, it's basically how to take the body off, which apparently you use credit card size cardboard. You could use actual credit cards, I suppose, it's up to you. And then that's how to chip it. But I don't use DCC, so I won't worry about that. And in here we have the history of this locomotive and the specification of it. What engine it had, the weight, the transmission, the output, the maximum speed, which was 75 miles per hour. And it does say that there is one preserved, D5705, of course, because that's the only survivor. And it also told you what trains it pulled, mainly the Condor, which was the express rate, which was double-headed. And apparently, this wasn't actually a very successful diesel. It was reliable, but the engines they had, the Crossley HST V8, it was just unreliable, and so these got withdrawn, sadly. And also due to the bogie design, there was actually a risk of wheel slip. Okay, it doesn't actually most likely say that on here, actually put it up in Wikipedia, but I'm sure it says on here by the looks of it. Yeah, I'm sure it does, who cares anyway. And then there's some information about the OL models. Very nice. Then we have the actual body assembly, as you can see. And I suppose if you lost a certain part in this model, you could use the numbers, phone up Hatton's or Heljan and get the parts. So that's good. Oh, now for the unveiling. I don't know why I keep doing that actually. And there it is. Oh, you turn the wrong way. And this is the first time that Heljan's new packaging has worked its way into my hands, as you can see, because the locomotive is not just wrapped up in plastic wrap, it's actually a plastic shell, which Bachmann do, and Hornby are actually now doing this as well. Not too sure about V-Trains, but I don't care about them at the moment. So how do we get it out? Well, I think, yeah, here we go. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No, that is heavy. That is very, very heavy. Possibly the heaviest diesel I've held so far, even though it's still in the packaging. That was a tight fit as well. Then we take that bit off. And then we see some details. Well, they're not actually sellotaped in, but... And we have the couplings, because this locomotive does take NEM sockets. Because I read a review on it in the Hornby magazine. So that's nice. I'll only use one of them, but... you know. And then we have some other details in here. We have the little head code disc which you can put on, which basically tell you what train it was pulling, whether it was the Condor, a passenger, mixed freight. And that's about it, to be honest. Okay, so now we just lift up the flap, and out she comes. You have to excuse the stupid annoying fly. Are these bits actually okay to be on here? These plastic, yeah, it's just packaging. Okay, so now Just gently unwrap her. Oh wow. I am just absolutely speechless. What can I say? She is incredible. Wow. Heljan, are you watching? You have done a fantastic job of this locomotive. No word of a lie, you honestly have. So, where do we start? Well, for starters, there's quite a lot of weight in this, very heavy. In fact, actually, it's very hard for me to hold the thing. Or diesel, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, Heljan have very kindly fitted all the detailing on the front, you know. The pipes, the little chain. Just folded that down because it was up. Do we have sprung buffers? Yeah, we have sprung buffers. We have handrails on the front there as well. The windows are nicely done. We have wipers on the windows as well. Warning signs. That's where the little discs go. I will put some of them on. And I do believe, having seen videos on this on YouTube and the reviews, it has lights. But I don't know what's going to light up. As you can see, the wheel arrangement is correct on this. The bogies are very lovely detailed as well. And there's some white pipes underneath the chassis. So be careful, it's very, very, very delicate. As you can see, there's the bogie. Well, it's called the CoBo because of the wheel arrangement. You know, there's one Coco bogie, one Bobo bogie. Obviously. The livery is spot on. There's the handrails on the side of the doors, on both sides. Then we turn to the back, yes. The detail is basically the same. Buffers on the back, well, obviously. I like the yellow warning panels how they've been painted. The handrails again, and the wipers. The doors don't open, but you don't expect that from Heljan. And there is actually detailing inside the cab, as you can see there. The British Rail logo is very nice. I just absolutely love the white paint on the grills there. There's just a nice touch to it. I'm not going to feel it, rub my fingernail against it. But wow. But it does feel very nice. As you can see, it's obviously playing havoc with the camera. It's not like that in real life, like you're seeing on the screen. But, you know. But as I'm seeing on the screen here, it's all gritty. Blech. But to the human eye, what I'm seeing, it's not like that at all. The white stripe down here is very lovely. And the roof detailing, we have a grill at the top, which is metal, and we have a fan underneath. I don't think it spins, and it wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't. The roof is a lovely grey, and we have these bits of detailing on the top as well. Very nice. And are these the exhaust, or is that the exhaust? I don't know. Whichever one it is, it'll be nice to weather it for some people. Like where the diesel fumes and the claggers come out of. And of course, we have the little warning signs there. She is just incredible. And of course, I like the orange piping that's underneath the locomotive there as well, as you can see. And there's the BR logo again, and even the door's nicely detailed. What can I say? So far, I'm just absolutely over the moon with this locomotive. And this locomotive is definitely going to have pride of place on my layout. I've not seen the locomotive in real life yet, but hopefully, maybe I will someday. And I'm just absolutely thrilled that I've actually got one of these to run on my layout. It's going to be an absolute honour to run it. It's just so stunning and so nice. Why haven't you got one already? I definitely so far recommend you go for it, because this is just amazing. I've explained most of it. You have to excuse the helicopter, stupid whirly bird. And so now all we need to do is put her on the tracks and see what it's like. Right, well, before I put on the tracks, I just want to say that this review has actually been done in a different part of the layout. It hasn't been filmed over there, like I have done the past reviews in. And this is simple, because I thought it would be much better to film it here. Well, for the obvious reason. Because I actually got fed up of doing the idea over here. You know, where the track is. I just thought it was completely pointless, really. But I thought it would be better here. So, enough of the jibber jabber. Let's put on the tracks. Okay, so on the tracks. So we're going to run them in this direction because this is where they mostly ran, in the CoBo direction. And I suppose if we ran in the opposite direction, it would be a Balco. I'm not referring to the Thomas the Tank character because, well, think about it for a minute. We have one Coco bogey here, like I mentioned earlier, and a Bobo bogey at the back. The CoBo, this is obviously how it ran mostly in real life, because of the Coco bogey here, and vice versa. If you turn it around, I suppose it will be the opposite, it will be a Balco. And again, I'm not referring to the Thomas the Tank character. This is how I'm trying to refer it. But I'm going to run it in the actual way they ran. Sometimes they did run them in that direction, but I'm going to run in this direction. Even though it was built to design go both ways, but... So that's one bogey on, I think, yep. And there's the other bogey on. Yep, she's all fitted. And the controller is set in the right direction forward, and now we watch her go. Oh wow, that is just so smooth.